managed and determined to make his mark.
But everybody don't get up every morning and run. Everybody don't go to the gym every morning. And everybody don't have enough discipline to wait in the locker room for 2 hours or 3 hours, then go in the ring and do what they've been taught all those years in the gym. And so that's what separates a champion from a mediocre.
But what about talent?
Talent? I don't believe in talent. Well, some people, they have talent. It's good. It helps when you have talent. As long as you have a lot of determination and willpower, that's all you need. And you have to have the will to win.
He, too, went into the fourth round and got a knockout over Steve Allred. That was his first fight, however, in about 3 years. That came on December the 4th. So here he is after a 6-month layoff going against the baby bull and Mike Tyson. And Tyson, with that big, strong arm strength, goes right at Ricky Spade.
Mike Tyson, a fine amateur, though. He only had 17 fights, 15 and 2. His only 2 losses. Oh, good right hand. Down goes.
Hand is a strong one from Mike Tyson.
A right hand during an exchange sent Spade to the canvas.
And continue, and here comes Tyson again. He got him with the left hand, and he's out of here.
To the heart. Quickly want to point out, first fight for Michael Jack Johnson in 2 years.
I'm glad you pointed it out because down he goes, the left ribs.
I think it was a
Michael
left and a right.
Johnson went goodbye.
A perfect weaving technique straight from the gym aided Tyson in scoring the first knockdown.
That left hook just caught him and sent him right to the canvas.
23-pound weight advantage, and he put it.
Tyson to connect with a brutal, wide-open overhand right, fracturing Johnson's jaw and knocking out his 2 fronts.
Tyson again, another one of those fresh youngsters, only 19 years of age. Long is 27.
Oh, wow. Well, that was quick.
Tyson dropped Long with a sweeping left hand 30 seconds into the fight. And while Long did make it back to his feet, you could see he barely had his legs up.
Here comes Tyson. Left hand again. And as Tyson comes out with a strong right hand barrage again.
This is as bad as I've ever seen Donnie Long look, but give Tyson credit. That's it. Wow.
The left
was a good performance.
A handful of heavyweight contenders were ringside, and Tyson issued a warning for all of them during his interview with Al Bernstein.
To an extent today against a quality opponent.
Well, only thing, I can't change any opinion. I just have to continue fighting and have to change the opinions on themselves. After seeing this performance, perhaps they still have doubt.
Unlike Tillis, Tyson took a vanguard approach to the sport of boxing, training hard every day, pushing the limits of every muscle group, employing the benefits of a strict dietary program. He was a machine, an experiment crafted by a tenacious old man that wasn't worried about the negative mental side effects of such a draconian regimen.
Remember against Jesse Ferguson, that look at the hand speed by Tyson. This is an important learning by Tyson. This is an important learning experience for Mike Tyson. He's going to have to be able to handle a quick Tillis to get to the top of the and he is right now.
Things heated up during the mid-rounds as Tillis surprisingly elected to fight fire with fire, frantically exchanging with Tyson off the ropes.
And Mike Tyson warms to the task once again to Mike Tyson.
Distracted before he got punched. Again, he lunges in, it gets close.
The left hand onto the seat of his pants.
A perfectly executed counter left sent Tillis crashing to the canvas as the bell to the end of the 4th was approaching, which gave the fighting cowboy the recovery time needed to recuperate.
The half-hearted effort of that combination we talked about, the right to the body and the right uppercut, chopping right hands by Tillis. Tyson waiting for Tillis to open up.
Where they called him Dark Gable. There's a right hand by Tyson. And the uppercut. The knockout. Tyson tries to deliver with the right hand. Good left hand. Tillis is still there. To this. Closing with a flurry. The bell is going to sound.
Tillis shocked everyone by not only taking Tyson the distance, but also putting up a commendable effort along the way, taking some big shots while landing plenty of his own.
So for 19-year-old Mike Tyson, moved the record now to 20 wins, no losses, 19 of them by knockout.
I fought a guy that was up for this fight. To the best of his life, he was in the greatest shape of his life, and he was prepared to fight.
How disappointed are you that the knockout string is over?
Not at all. If anything, I feel relieved, and I'm confident if I wanted to, I could have knocked them out.
You have always said that Cuss was always critical of your performances. What do you think Cuss would have said about today's performance?
Well, I got hit with punches that I had no business getting hit with. But other than that, my objective is not to get hit with any punches. But as you see, I take them like a professional. It doesn't faze me.
Tyson looked the more dangerous of the two in the opening round, stalking Gross around the ring, trying to get the job done early. With a minute left on the clock, Gross momentarily stunned Mike with an uppercut followed by a right hook. Seeing a glimpse of weakness, Gross just went all guns blazing to try and shock the world. A devastating, leaping left-hand counter put Gross down and out for the count. In total, Gross threw 18 shots in that short barrage, while Tyson, on the other hand, threw just a single blow. One of the greatest knockouts for Mike that truly emphasized how remarkable his technique was.
Were you surprised by that?
Not at all. At first I thought because he charged out a little with a kind of a sluggish stand, like he's just ready to wing. But I was precarious about it, and I just kept putting the jab in his face, looking forward for him to move forward.
If there is a way to beat Mike Tyson, how do you do it? Don't want to talk about that one, do you?
I don't. 357 Magnum.
I'm starting to think.
Good chance. When I was younger, I used to always say, God, I'm just a midget. I'm never going to grow. I'm never going to be anything because I'm too short to do any kind of sports, anything. But then, I started believing in myself, and things worked out right.
Left hand at all times. Big right hand again. Yeah, just tremendous body shots, and what an uppercut. Counter right hand by Mike Tyson was invited. And there was an uppercut. What a shot.
A classic right hook to the body, right uppercut combo put Rebalta down at the end of the second round. The sheer power of the uppercut would have been enough to send 99.9% of every human on Earth to the shadow realm. Yet, to the crowd's surprise, Rebalta made it back to his feet with enough stability to slug it out until the end of the round.
Rebalta trying to bang with Tyson and gets off the ropes. There's a good left to the chin. Lunging left hand by Tyson. There's an uppercut by Rebalta. I mean, no one expected too much from Rebalta. It's a combination from Rebalta and also a low blow by Rebalta. And also like Tyson's corner safety. That was a good left hand. There was a big right hand. That hurt Rebalta.
Tyson took his attacks upstairs by the end of the seventh, boxing with the same ferocity as he did in the first, throwing with the speed and power of a man that has barely broken a sweat.
Does he hit? Thing. Another big right hand, back to the body. There is no spring, and there's a smashing left hand, and wisely...
Tyson seemed shocked that Rebalta had made it to his feet again. Yet, instead of taking his feet off the gas and cruising to a unanimous decision, he wanted to entertain the fans by closing the show.
Oh, another big left hand. That's a fighter.
Tyson knocked out Rebalta in the 10th in a manner I'm sure the great Customato himself would have been proud of. But as always, HBO's Larry Merchant was underwhelmed by his performance and grilled the aspiring champ in the post-fight interview.
Since Mike, this guy was a tougher nut than
He's only 2 losses. Oh, good right hand. Down goes Spain. Well,
right hand is a strong one for Mike Tyson.
A right hand during an exchange sent Spain to the canvas.
Tyson again. He got him with the left hand, and he's out of here. It is